Everyone in the village knew Tunde as a curious 12-year-old boy. He was always exploring, always asking questions, and always wandering farther than anyone else dared. But no one could have imagined that one ordinary morning would change his life forever. His mother asked him to gather firewood from the nearby forest, just as he had done many times before. With a small basket in his hand, he walked beneath the towering trees, humming to himself as the morning sun peeked through the leaves. As he ventured deeper into the forest, something felt different. The birds stopped singing. The wind disappeared. Even the insects fell silent. The forest had become eerily still. Then, hidden behind thick vines and ancient roots, Tunde spotted something impossible. It was a massive stone doorway carved into the side of a hill. Strange symbols covered its surface, glowing faintly as if they had been waiting for someone to find them. Curiosity got the better of him. He pushed the vines aside and stepped through the ancient gate. On the other side was a place unlike anything he had ever seen. A beautiful valley stretched before him, filled with crystal clear rivers, towering trees, colorful flowers, and the peaceful village untouched by time. The villagers looked at him with warm smiles, as though they had been expecting his arrival all along. One elderly man stepped forward. He was dressed in magnificent traditional robes and carried a wooden staff carved with ancient symbols. Looking directly into Tunde's eyes, he smiled and said, "Welcome home." Confused, Tunde shook his head. He had never been there before. The old man led him beneath a giant tree at the center of the village and gently placed an old wooden chest before him. As the lid slowly opened, Tunde gasped. Inside lay an ancient necklace. Carved into the pendant was his family's name. The elder explained that many years ago, Tunde's grandfather had been one of the guardians chosen to protect the hidden village from those who wished to exploit its secrets. After his grandfather disappeared, the village had waited patiently for the next guardian to return. Before Tunde could ask another question, the peaceful sky suddenly darkened. Thick storm clouds rolled overhead, and the villagers looked toward the forest with fear in their eyes. Treasure hunters had discovered clues leading to the hidden valley. They were searching for its riches, caring nothing for the people who lived there. The elder placed the ancient necklace around Tunde's neck and whispered, "Only someone from your bloodline can protect this place." With trembling hands, Tunde walked toward the stone gate. As he touched the ancient carvings, the symbols burst into brilliant golden light. The ground shook beneath his feet. The mountains echoed with a deep rumble. Then, before the treasure hunters could enter, the stone doorway slowly disappeared into solid rock, leaving no trace that it had ever existed. The hidden village was safe once again. Moments later, Tunde found himself standing alone in the familiar forest, the sounds of birds and insects returning as if nothing had happened. When he finally made it home, everyone believed he had simply gotten lost. Everyone except his grandmother. The moment she saw the necklace around his neck, she smiled softly. "I wondered when the village would call you," she whispered. Tunde never told anyone else what happened that day. But sometimes when the wind blows through the Nigerian forest and the birds suddenly fall silent, some believe the hidden village is still there, waiting for its next guardian.